Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Automotive, and today we are at the Jaguar Land Rover Experience Centre and I'm joined by Christu. Welcome, Christu.
Thank you. Welcome.
Christu is going to be taking us around the adventure trail in a vehicle that I really have been looking forward to driving, and that's the amazing 110 Defender, the new 110 Defender. And Christu, you're going to be taking us through some of the bells and whistles and driver assistance aids that are in the vehicle?
Definitely, yes. We're going to take a drive around the Kingsley Holgate Expedition Trail and we'll have a look at all the systems, all the new features of the car, and we'll definitely put the car through one or two interesting obstacles to get this systems working a little bit.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait. So without further ado, let's take this for a drive.
Excellent.
Okay, so Christo, one of the things that stood out for me was the amazing displays that are in this vehicle. So I wonder if you can perhaps take us through some of the main features.
Definitely, yes. If we start on that side, so our main display is a 12.3-inch TFT touch screen. It's not a touch screen, sorry, which is completely customizable. Down to the infotainment screen. So this is our new Pivi Pro system. It's called Pivi Pro, and it is very much cell phone based. So it is an always-on system. When you start the car, it's literally 1 or 2 seconds and the whole system is up and running. So on your main view there, you have your navigation, your phone integration and your media. You can customize that, so you can add icons or apps to that, and you just swipe to the left and right to get to the most used apps that you have.
My other favorite feature, I think, is the cameras, and from what I've read and seen and the videos that I've watched, the Defender's taken that to a new level.
They have. They really have. So if you click on the camera button, there's a couple of different options. You've got on-road, you've got off-road, and you've got towing. So on towing, we can see there's something going past the back of us. I think my door is open as well. There we go. So
oh wow, so it actually shows that.
It did actually show me the door is open. So our towing, off-road features, there's our drive assist, which is a really good view to have off-road, because you can see exactly whether you're on a trail, where the rocks are, where the holes are. It shows you the front of the car, the right front wheel and the left front wheel. Added to that, we also have the clear sight system. So clear sight has 2 different parts. So first part is what we're looking at now, is clear sight ground view. So when we go to the clear sight ground view picture, it says there, drive forward for clear view. So what you need to do is start moving. It actually records the image in front of the car, and as you move, it places that image underneath the car between the 2 wheels. So the moment we start moving, we'll get an image between the wheels. Once we start moving as well, there's a little button that pops up that says not live. So it is actually a recorded image of what was in front of the car that is placed underneath. It will help with curbs. If you're trying to park between curbs at the shopping mall and you can't see them, then you can turn this system on. You can clearly see where you are. Anything that you need to miss in front of you, the clear sight system will show you. So it's the 4 cameras around the car, the 4 main cameras. That's just really wide angle. They take that image of each of the cameras, they stitch the images together, and they superimpose a car on top. And then by moving the virtual camera view, is they're just looking around this stitched together picture.
That's very clever.
And that's purely, if you look at your mirror, you have a normal mirror view.
Yes.
And if you have someone sitting in the back, or the whole car is loaded full in the back and you can't see out the back window, you just clip the button over.
No way.
And it turns into a screen.
All right.
So let's pop it into drive and let's get moving.
Turning a little bit to the left, where I wouldn't know necessarily if there was a wall or something over there that I might be hitting. And there you go, there's the stitched image over there.
Yeah.
That's quite incredible.
Nice and easy. You can bring a little bit more this way if we put a little bit of gap on this side. Let's go back to our cameras up there. Yeah, we're good there. As the left front wheel climbs up, we just need to be aware of that. I think we're clear.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we're good. So big ditch in front of us, so you can see it there. Right front wheel is just getting to it, so keep it straight, don't turn.
Straight. Okay.
Keep it straight, so we're actually taking that front wheel straight through the ditch, but really, really slowly in, so we don't drop that wheel into the ditch. So we're looking good, nice and easy. Left front wheel is there, left front wheel is just about through, right front wheel into the ditch. Look at that. It's too
straight, or do I turn?
You can turn down that way a little bit. There we go. And then the moment the front wheels are up, we're actually going to straighten up again a little bit to pull the back wheels kind of to the same spot. Let's see how we're doing there. So there's all those big rocks that I said we want to try and avoid. So try not to bounce it, so ever so gently.
I see what you're saying. That rock, that it's putting undue sort of impulse forces onto the...
Yeah, and it could actually make it just go slide a little bit. So keep it straight a little bit, and that's it. Back wheels are spot on, so we can turn and ease it up. There we go. Look at that.
Wow.
Now if you listen closely, you'll hear these little clicking noises.
Yeah.
So what the car is doing is it's looking at wheel travel, how far the wheels are extending, and you can actually see when the wheels get to full extension, you start hearing that clicking noise. So it's almost like a pre-empting traction control system. So it's as if it's loading the brakes, because it knows traction control is going to be necessary any second, because the wheels are on full travel, which means they're going to come off the ground any second.
Yes.
And it's going to need traction control. So it's almost like a pre-charging system that just makes all the systems work a lot better. Ideally, yes, driving up hills, you want to use momentum. You want to drive with a little bit of momentum.
But because we can go slowly.
We can. And it's a paved little uphill, so there's quite a bit of grip. So when you're ready, nice and easy. So settings are all still the same. Easiest thing is to just have it nice and slow, nice and controlled. We can crawl up this hill at just around 1,000 RPM.
So look at that.
So using the cameras now, because we can't really see where we're going, we need that gap and this gap to be the same. Then we know we're in the center of the track.
Look at that.
And all the way up to the top.
That's cool.
Ridiculously easy. And there we go. So quite a bit of movement there, and then quite a bit of movement down to that side. And you can
I can hear the
systems working.
Yeah.
And there's a
that's a water bottle.
Okay. Using traction, left front wheel all the way up in the air. And then 22 degrees. Still 1 degree downhill, 23 degrees, and now we can start heading back. 25 degrees sideways.
Nice.
Not too bad. Engine capability is 35 degrees, the same as most of our other cars. So it's just purely because of the design of the engine, with a sump at the bottom and a pickup that needs to suck well.
So it's not a dry sump, it would starve it.
So the all-terrain progress control actually automatically throttles, it uses the brakes, it uses every single system in this car to drive itself.
It's amazing.
The nice thing about it is if you find yourself in a situation like this where you drive into something and then realize, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing, you can stop, activate the system, set it, and from here it'll take over. Feet off the pedals and the system's still doing. So you can still alter the speed with the brake and the accelerator. Just get it to go over the edge first, the right back wheel picks up quite high, and feet off the pedals.
Oh, there we go.
And immediately you have the systems working again.
Yeah, it's proper.
So really, really slow. We want to crawl as slow as possible. So you can actually feel the right back wheel all the way there.
It's right up, yeah.
That's how big the breakover is. And then we've got to miss that tree.
And miss this guy.
And there's a sharp root on the inside, which we want to miss with the back wheel. Okay. That side of the car gets 2 inches from this rock. So if we climb up too quick, it's going to bounce the car and it could touch the rock. So we're going to crawl up this as slow as we possibly can.
And you can hear the stuff.
You can hear the system start working again with the wheel travel, the angle, everything that is looking at. See how close we're on this rock. It's ridiculous. Okay, slowly now. Watch that side. You can straighten up a little bit. So ideally for this, I would suggest something like the Rock Crawl program, which optimizes the systems for crawling and climbing over rocks and things. So there's the front wheel just climbing up on the big rock now. Left front is missing all those edges, but you see how close it is. Because we're going left, there's no way of getting the back wheel through the same gully.
Yes.
So the moment this wheel climbs off the rock, we've actually got to turn quite a lot to pull the front wheel in there to get the back wheel to climb over. Okay, so swing, swing, swing. That's it. Let's see where the back wheel is going. Looking good.
All right.
Yeah. That's it, we're up. It's easy as that. So just follow the route up, a little bit more acceleration, get the car up to the top, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, a little bit more to the right, and slowly up, and stop there.
Christo, my nerves are shot, eh? But I got to tell you that I've been on 4x4 tracks before. I've got a 4x4 bucky. I had no idea that a 1.2. How much does this weigh? Not 1.2. It costs 1.2.
2.2.
2.2 ton vehicle could be that fuss free. Now on our show, Fani, if you remember, we said that the old school Defender sort of fans, I suppose, needn't worry because Land Rover reckon that this is their most capable 4x4 yet. I've got to tell you, I don't have any argument against that. It has just been unbelievable, and we can't wait to bring you this. Yep. So that's it for this really special episode of Let's Talk Automotive at the Jaguar Land Rover Experience Centre. And once again, a massive thank you to everybody that made this day possible. And if you guys have got anything in terms of ambitions to get here, I want to encourage you to do it. It's a fantastic day with fantastic people.
Thanks for joining us today to experience an icon reimagined. And yeah, from my side, thanks for joining us. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I'm sure we'll see everybody at the experience soon.
Excellent. Thank you, Krista.
Cheers.